Carolina, did you guys get this 955 on August 27th evening? If you didn't, I want to share with you where it was a day before, okay? Now, sometimes this method doesn't work. I like to go and backtrack some days because sometimes the hits are the day before. Sometimes the hits are a couple days before, letting us know that we need to look out for them. So, South Carolina, August 26th evening, there was a hit of 935. Notice I'm using a 317 rundown, okay? I want you to pay attention to a couple of things. All right. The first thing we need to do is learn how to put a rundown together. I love rundowns. Why? Because I love to study the different patterns. And I noticed there's a lot of hits that a lot of people missed simply coming straight across. That's the hint. Okay. So how do we put one of the grids together? Very simple. Put your previous hit in. Okay. Not just the last hit, but sometimes you got to go back a couple of days or a couple of draws. I want you to keep that in mind. Okay. So we have here, once you lock in your last hit, add each of these numbers down the columns. So for the first column, we're going to add 3 all the way down. 3 plus 9 is 12. Now for your ones place, you're only going to use the 2. Please only use your ones place here, okay? 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 3 is 11. Only use your 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 plus 3 is 10. Use your 0. 0 plus 3 is 3, 3 plus 3 is 6, and 6 plus 3 is 9. So the number you start with should be the number you end with, and then you would add 1 all the way down that second column, 7 all the way down the third column. So now that we have the basics, okay, notice the hit 955, okay? You may notice it sitting right across 955. Did you see that? Who in here got that 955? I'm going to show you what I share with a lot of folks that miss this, and these are called key digits. Whenever you see your 2s or 7s in pairs, sometimes they're together on the left side, sometimes they're together on the right side, and sometimes they're split. Now, these happen to be doubles. Sometimes you'll see mirrored pairs, okay? So we got a 2 and 2 here. So I'm going to just put a little box around here so you know to pay attention. Whenever you see key digits and they're in form of doubles or pairs or mirrors, and they're either split, they're left side or right side, start paying attention to what your state is doing, because sometimes these key numbers could be telling you what numbers on top are important or what numbers on the bottom could be important. Okay, you also have the number 7 here. I'm going to box those. Okay, South Carolina. All right. Again, we have our 7, 7. Pay attention when they're together or when they're apart. They could be telling you that the numbers on top could be hot or the numbers on the bottom could be hot. Could be. They don't always do this, but they do have some hot patterns. Every state is different. So you guys in other states, if you don't see something similar, you got to keep practicing and learn to use other rundowns, okay? I know some people like to use other things. Pay attention to if the key digits are giving you those numbers. Why do I call these key digits? Let's talk about that for just a second. That's just my fancy way of saying that when I see these numbers in a pair form, whether they're together or apart, that could be telling me that hot numbers are coming around there. They don't happen like this every day. So when you see them, pay attention to them. And it doesn't mean when you see them, they're going to come the next draw. Notice how this came August 26th, this 935. It produced this hit 955. Okay, that was the hit that it produced. Okay, so my thing is pay attention to your states. If you see hits are coming straight across, I know a lot of folks don't think that that's possible, but honey, it's possible sometimes. Make sure that you guys are paying attention, and then you need to point yourself in a few areas. Now notice they are sitting on this double 6. That's very important. That's an indicator for that particular day. I noticed with Florida, when we have indicators as a date number or a date sum, sometimes that could be some really important information right here. Okay, those could be some hot indicators for you guys. But I do want to take you to when the hit did come. I want to talk about this as an indicator of things that you may want to pay attention to. Now notice here, I'm going to talk about the date sum. Okay, what's the date sum? That's when we add the month and the date together. This hit 955, which came straight across. Look at this, an easy hit. Again, I'm not promising that it's going to do that. So when you guys start practicing, don't just start going to the store spending money. I want you to practice on paper, because you have to learn how to predict when and if these will come out. Okay, all right. Now the date sum that the 955 hit was, I'm saying October, August 27th. Okay, so when we add that together, we get the number 35. Now, what's the date sum number? The number is 5, or it's a mirror 0. Okay, now really quick, make sure you guys know what mirror numbers are. If you're scratching your head and you just said, what did she just say? Mirror numbers, they're the same number, they're opposite. You know how we have this 2, 2? We have a 7, 7. They're actually the same number. Halfway down your rundowns are mirrored numbers, okay? You ever heard people saying, I wish I would have played the mirrors of that number? That's where that comes from. Like the 559, right? That hit, or the 955. Also 004, that would have been another alternate possibility to use. Just like the number on top, 935, could have been something to use there, and 480, okay? And you still may want to keep your eyes out on those numbers as well. Just saying, just saying. Getting back to mirror numbers. So make sure you pay attention to what I'm about to show you. So the date sum number is 5, or it could be it's mirror 0. Those would be the date sum numbers. This is important, and the reason why I'm pointing this out to you, sometimes when our doubles like to hit our states, they're almost indirect to either a date sum number, which are 5s and 0s here, which we have, okay, or sometimes the date number, like this 7 here, okay? Sometimes that could be important. So when you guys will start noticing doubles are hitting your states, find out what the connection is. Sometimes they're right in reference to a date sum number that's coming up in your state, or a date number, okay? So keep that in mind. Pro tip. Anyway, another thing I want you to pay attention are the 7s. This could be a day number indicator. Let's talk about that, because you got several indicators here. You got the date sum number that happened to equal the doubles. Then you have a day number. Now a day number is just like we said, the 2, 7, the day number was the indicator. It's also a key digit. You got several things going on here which made this rundown really hot, and those numbers to be really cool. Another thing, sometimes the keys themselves. So if I was looking at this number and I was making a list out, I will look at 935, 242, 559. I would also look at its mirrors, 480, 797, and 004. Just saying, okay? So I hope this helps. You guys in South Carolina, I haven't did a video in a while. I wanted to make sure I got something out. I had quite a few people hitting me up about South Carolina. Okay? Okay? So y'all take care of this now, all right? If you guys liked it, definitely give me a thumbs up. Let me know how you're doing with it coming up, if you're starting to notice hits are coming straight across, and possible date sum numbers or key digits. Sometimes that will happen, okay? Well, I hope this was helpful. We'll see you guys in the next video. Oh, before I forget, make sure you guys hit that like. Don't leave without that like, and don't leave without hitting me up with a comment. Let me know what state you're repping, and I'm going to throw this in here. Make sure you join that hot membership so you can get those hot pick 3 prediction lists. Oh, yes, they're hot, and we love to have you. Join us. Join us. We'll see you in the next video.